Well, I can say from firsthand experience, a lot of little boys declare a desire to be a fireman when they grow up. For a lot of those boys, life takes you down a different path and prevents that aspiration from coming true. But thank goodness for volunteer firefighters. A huge number of our neighbors rely on people who manage to become those heroes and keep their day jobs.
Our folks are dedicated and they're willing to sacrifice some of those things to help their neighbors and assist the community.
For volunteer firefighters in departments like West Pulaski County, sacrifice is part of the job description.
That does pose a challenge when we have folks that are responding from home or work. Their sleep is getting interrupted, their meals are getting interrupted, family time's getting interrupted.
Makes you wonder why people like Chief Scott Joblin would sign up for that kind of unpaid work until you realize firefighting is pretty much family time.
Grew up in the firehouse. And I knew that was something I wanted to do. In fact, I started this in Pennsylvania and was moved to Arkansas for work about 13 years ago. And I told the realtor that I needed to live in a volunteer fire department area.
And this insurance broker now lives in one of the largest volunteer service areas in the state.
We cover 161 square miles with a total of 6 stations. We have about 60 dedicated volunteers on the roster.
But despite that huge area, the volunteers take pride in how they protect it.
No call is too small for us. If someone needs assistance and they call 911, we're going to respond. We cover a very diverse area. We have some pretty high density populace where we have lots of houses close together, all the way to barren land where it's just forest.
The department took on some high-profile calls earlier this year when red flag conditions fueled a wildfire that sent smoke over Pinnacle Mountain. An outbreak a few days later had the West Pulaski crews spread thin, while their professional colleagues in Little Rock had every truck in the city out on calls at one point. Days like that make it easy to ignore any distinctions between public employees and unpaid volunteers and have us all grateful for the work they do.
They compete against each other in friendly ways, but when the time comes to go to work, all those rivalries stop and everyone's just one big team, whether it's just West Pulaski or we're working with Little Rock or our other volunteer neighbors. We're all on the same team and we're all working together to get the job done.
In case you didn't know, volunteer fire departments are funded through specific levies on your property taxes. The departments use that money to pay for all the equipment and obviously save taxpayers money by not having to pay salaries. It can, though, make budgets tight in some places, especially low population areas, and finding volunteers is a recurring challenge. So if you still have those childhood dreams of taking on the job, Chief Joblin would be happy to talk with you. We'll put his phone number and other information on opportunities in the digital version of this story. And if you know a local nonprofit that's helping veterans, military families, or first responders like firefighters, drop me a line on my social media channels, and we'll be right back.
On behalf of Rainwater, Holt Sexton, we want to congratulate you for all the great work you're doing with the West Pulaski Fire Department.
Thank you very much. This check is going to go very far in helping us serve our community.